everybody, welcome from this beautiful place named Gagar. So I'm right now staying in this property which is called World Peace Gagar. It's a beautiful place. I loved how this is constructed and I wish I could stay here for long, but then we have some very important work lined up for next 2-3 days. So we'll be leaving tomorrow morning. So I thought to spend some beautiful nice time with you today and answer your questions. So let me take the first question. Are you a morning person or a night owl? Well, I am a morning person. I can say that because I like to get up early in the morning and start my day, because then I get a lot of time, in the daytime to finish up my work on time. And then I think everything goes very systematically and planned if you get up early in the morning. So I get up at 6:30 and then start my day, and then by 9:30 my aim is to get inside my studio and start painting, because paintings take so much of time. And then I have a lot of backhand work as well, to just maintain my art gallery, and then to ship the paintings, and a lot of things go behind the scene, like editing takes maximum number of time. At the same time, I think now I've also become a night owl because of the editing thing. Editing takes a lot of time. All right, so the next question is, do you do any rough drawing before publishing it on YouTube? So it depends, if I'm doing a very simple painting, for example, if I'm working on a beginner series, so they are very easy and simplified paintings, then for that I don't generally, do any rough drawing or something. But then if I'm doing any commission work, or if I'm, taking inspirations from real images, like, I like to take inspirations from my self-click images and then combine 2 to 3 images and create some new artwork, then it's always a great idea first draft it. So what happens is, you always would know that where exactly you're going right, and of course where you don't, what you should not be painting. So it's always great to see the image, that how it's going to come out. So this work in progress thing, this design layout is a great idea to work on your original paintings and to do the various composition, that what's actually coming out good, what you should add, what you should just remove from the painting. So it gives you a nice path actually, and it makes it more simplified, especially sometimes, when I like to make it very easy and I want that my steps should be really well understood by my viewers. So what I do is, I start dividing my painting into steps, like what should I be painting on the first step, then second step, then third step, so that it's very easy for you to understand and for me to just divide them into different steps. So I do that sometimes, but then definitely for my commission art, where I'm just inspiring from real images and I'm working on a new different concept, then I definitely would like to first create a rough draft and see how exactly it's coming out, and then paint on the final artwork. Alright, so now I'll quickly get ready because I have few meetings, and I also have my art counseling sessions with my patrons, and I'm really excited for it. They've become like my friends, so it's almost like interacting with them, like catching my old friends. So it's always fun. So I'll quickly get ready and catch you soon. Hi there, so now I'm completely free and I'll be spending rest of my time with you answering all your lovely questions. So let me just pick up the next question, that is, how do you manage your time with YouTube and your online business? So YouTube for me is a full-time job. I work here, full time. I don't think that there's any time left with me. And with that, I also have an online art academy and an online art store. So you can well imagine what goes behind the scene and how everything happens. Like, I do all my editing, shooting everything myself, so a lot of hard work goes inside it. So the best way of handling all these things is to manage my time. So I plan my time and my day really well. So a night before, I would just jot down all the important things what I need to do. I have my daily goals, weekly goals, and monthly goals. So it's very important to plan each and every hour now, because there's so many things that are going around. So I plan everything a day before, so that way of managing. And the most challenging part in my job is the traveling time. Like this time when we get transferred from one place to another, then you can well imagine, it's all travel, and in the middle of travel, I also have to shoot videos, I have to edit videos. So this time for me is the most challenging time that comes to me after every 2 years or 1.5 years. So yeah, this is the time that I really think that, this is going crazy, but somehow I try to manage it, and yeah, work goes on. So next question, that is, what is the secret to your glowing skin? Well, I don't think that I have a glowing skin, but thank you so much for even saying that. Thank you so much for always motivating me and writing down all your beautiful things about me. But I do have these dark circles, I have acne, I have fine lines, and all those stuff. And if we just keep one thing in mind, that we don't have to take our skin for granted, we are never going to go wrong. For example, it's very important to, keep in mind that whatever we take inside, it's definitely going to show up, it's going to be reflected on the face. So taking care of your mental and physical being is really important in order to have a good glowing skin. So drink good amount of water, exercise really well, make it a point that you're doing a little research on what creams and what products are you applying on your face. It's very important. And then go for a good morning and night care routine. It's going to definitely give you great results on a longer run. So start taking care of your skin and let that basic natural aging process happen. But what you can do is, just focus more on the nourishing part of your skin. So that's going to keep your skin really healthy on a longer run. All right, so moving on to the next question, that is, how to sell my art as a beginner. Well, this is one of the most asked questions, and I can completely understand, because, as a beginner, we really want to go to the next level of selling our art and, showcasing the work. So, first of all, I think in this age and era, it's very important to have a good online presence, or you can just start by putting up your work on social media platforms. I mean, they are great. You don't have to, go to people. People can directly come up to you. And later on, you can also, put up your work on this Etsy. It's a free platform, so you can put up your work even though if you don't have good amount of followers, or people, you don't have good online presence. That's completely all right. You can also share your work there. So already this platform would have many people who are following it, and they would want to, buy your work, and they do cut some commission when you make sales, but that's completely all right, because any which ways you're able to get your buyers from that platform. And then on a longer run, when you have good amount of viewership, you have made good amount of sales, and then people would can definitely directly come up to your website, then you can build up your own website and invest on a website. So that's a great idea of having a great online presence. And other ways are to have your gallery where you put up your work. People can walk in, watch your paintings physically, and give you orders and take your orders from there. So that's a great way of hosting your own single shows later. But I think at this point of time, as a beginner, you can just focus and start by uploading your work and publishing your work on social media, and have a great online presence. So that's going to help you in selling your work as a beginner. And so the next question is, was your marriage a love marriage or arranged? So we had this love marriage. So we met during our college time. We never studied in the same college. I was studying in NIFT New Delhi, and he was getting trained in some other city. So we had this long-term relationship. And then maybe I'll cover this up in some other video, because this is a long story. So by now, yeah, we just met during our college days. So the next question is, what is your age? I am 28 years old. Next question is, how to not get demotivated when your artwork does not turn out good? Well, as a beginner, this is highly possible that you want to be like somebody, but when you just come down to the paper, drawing paper or canvas, then you are not able to do it, and you're not able to get those kind of results. But that's completely all right, because this is what is going to happen as a beginner. This is an art form, it's not going to come in one day. You need to invest your time, you need to be patient, you have to, work on improving your skills, and then you will see with time and with a lot of hard work, you will be able to, develop those beautiful skills, and then you'll be able to paint almost everything, because everything needs some time. And like I have always shared this with you in my previous videos as well, that whomsoever you're following right now, or those amazing brilliant artists around you, they all started as a beginner. Everybody starts by like by a beginner series. They're all beginners at one stage. Everybody's a mature artist, and then they work a lot, they learn, they see things around them, they get inspired, and then they become this amazing flawless artist. So it's very important to get inspired from people and never compare and get demotivated when your work does not come out well. Just enjoy this process. This is more of a art therapy, and then with time and practice, you're going to be great at it. So now I think my lunch is ready. I'll quickly get into that and get back to you soon. Alright, so this is called jholi. This is made out of, curd and palak. This is really amazing. This is just like कड़ी कड़ी का ये पहाड़ी वर्जन होता है झोली और ये किसी भट की दाल को पीस के बनी हुई है ये भी बहुत ही यमी होती है मुझे भट की चुड़कानी बहुत पसंद है आई एम श्योर उत्तराखंड और पहाड़ के लोग इससे कनेक्ट करेंगे और उन्हें सब पता होगा इस सारे खानों के बारे में और ये तो बेसिक राइस है और ये है हमारे यहाँ की मड़वे की रोटी दिस इज़ बेस्ट आई जस्ट लव इट इसमें बहुत सारा घी है सो या आई जस्ट गेट इनटू दिस नाइस लोकल फूड एंड गेट बैक टू यू Hi there, my beautiful people. So right now I'm in Delhi. कल शाम को हम यहाँ पे पहुँच गए थे और ये बहुत ही ज़्यादा एक हेक्टिक ट्रैवल था बट देन फाइनली अब मैं बहुत ही ज़्यादा पास हूँ अपनी फाइनल डेस्टिनेशन के लिए और कल सुबह विल बी लीविंग फॉर दैट प्लेस एंड आई एम सो हैप्पी टू लेट यू नो दैट आई एम गोइंग टू बी इन जम्मू फॉर अनदर 2 years. तो बहुत ही ज़्यादा एक्साइटेड उस जगह के लिए जो आई होप आपको ये वीडियो पसंद आया होगा मैंने बस कोशिश करी कि कुछ पार्ट ऑफ माई लाइफ में आपके साथ शेयर कर सकूँ कि एक जगह से दूसरी जगह जाने में क्या फ़न होते हैं क्या चैलेंजेस होते हैं पूरी कोशिश ये रही कि आपको पूरी जर्नी में ले जाऊँ और थोड़ी सी थकाई आई एम श्योर आपको भी लग गई होगी मैं भी बहुत ज़्यादा टायर्ड हूँ बट आई एम रियली एक्साइटेड अपनी नई जगह के लिए इट्स गोना बी फन इट्स गोना बी लॉट ऑफ वीडियोस एंड आई एम लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू द सिटी और आप सब तब तक अपना ख्याल रखें अपने आसपास वालों का ख्याल रखें एंड नेवर फॉरगेट टू एक्सप्लोर द हिडन गुडनेस इन यू एंड आई विल सी यू गाइस